What's up, second shifters, or whatever we're calling you? We got some juicy spoilers with Hereditary.
Yeah.
It's a spooky movie. It's a spooky one, this one is.
Yes. This is a weird one. Like I said in the non-spoiler, watch the whole thing. Towards the last, 20 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
Just goes off the rails, and I got completely lost.
Yeah.
And the movie ends, and I'm just like, I don't know what just
Yeah,
happened.
the movie just that's
all
the
of a
end.
sudden, stuff happens.
Yeah.
I would say the most memorable part of this movie that got me like hardcore was the sister
Yes.
in the car.
Yes.
Just like I'm glad the movie slowed down and went real slow after that, because I was like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
It
that's
did
how,
just happen.
That's how the brother was. He's like,
yeah, he was just like,
that
I
just happened.
don't know what to do. Which I don't think I would do the same thing he did.
Yeah.
Just drive home.
Yeah, he just drove home and just got in bed.
This didn't happen.
Yeah, he's like, it's not real.
Yeah. Which, now that I have the knowledge of kind of what this movie's going on, that I understand that a little bit more now.
Okay.
So, what do you think was going on during this movie? Like, according to the ending.
Okay. The ending just throws me off. Okay,
No,
so before that, I'm just like, okay, this is a scary movie. Like, the grandma died, and she's like really in touch with her granddaughter,
yeah.
and like they're connected somehow, like spiritually. Then, the friend.
The
psychic friend shows up, and so I was like, okay, this is going kind of more
Get her in touch and
Inception-y.
stuff, yeah.
It's like, so she can communicate with her daughter and like her mom or whatever. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. It's like, I don't really get what's going on. And I'm like, okay, now the sister's trying to get revenge on the brother.
For killing her. Yeah.
For killing her. And like, just leaving her body, or half her head. Then I'm just like, what the fuck? And what was it called? What did they call him? We've awakened.
Yeah, it's a Old Testament demon.
Okay.
But everything you said was exactly what I was following along with.
Yeah.
And then I dug deep into this movie and got the research. And it turns out almost everything you just said is wrong.
Okay. I assume.
Yeah. So, the grandmother is like a super high-ranking member of this cult.
Like Illuminati
Like
type
witch.
deal. Okay.
Wicca, dark magic stuff.
You said witch. This movie made me think of Vitch. Or
That's
witch.
what a lot of people have drawn parallels to.
It's made by the same people.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And like with Witch, I thought they kind of just learned from it. It's like, this was a decent scary movie.
We
it's
can
like,
improve upon this.
everything we did good, we'll keep. Everything we didn't, we'll make better.
I agree. So, she's a high-ranking, like, I would say the leader of this cult. And basically, their whole MO is to resurrect this ancient demon. And they have to have sacrifices, and people have to be killed in a specific way for this god to be, or this demon to be brought back.
Yeah.
And he has to be brought back in the body of somebody. He has to like possess somebody. So.
And it has to be a male, right?
Yes and no. The god or the demon, I keep calling her a god, is depicted as a male with a female face. That's why at the end you see the figure that's been designed with the sister's head on it.
Okay.
And basically, you kind of learn a lot of this from the miniatures the mom makes.
Mm-hmm.
That basically,
I figured those played more
Yeah,
into the story
yeah.
than I thought, because
Way more. I kind of just ignored them when I watched the movie.
I was just like, those are creepy.
Yeah, and I'm like, this just makes her look really creepy and have no relevance.
Yeah.
No. It shows that the mom basically had manipulated the grandma had manipulated the mom like her whole life, and like this cult had basically been setting up the exact circumstances that happened in this movie for years, like decades. I mean everything.
Yeah.
Like the peanut allergy, designed. The whole eating the cake, having anaphylactic shock, getting her head cut off, all designed. Because that symbol was on the telephone pole.
Oh.
So they're the one that put the dead deer carcass there. They all designed.
Dang.
And when you see the light going around the room, that's the representation of that demon.
Oh.
And from the moment the movie starts, the daughter is possessed by the demon already. That's why she doesn't talk, and she just does that weird clicking and stuff. So apparently the way to bring this demon is they have to have 3 sacrifices, all a grandmother, a mother, and a daughter of an unholy trinity.
Okay.
And he prefers them to be beheaded. That's his like MO. And so that's why
her grave
was dug up,
yes,
and her head was removed.
Okay.
So that's
wait,
why the body was brought there.
Hold on. The guy, the dad,
yeah,
he knew about it but didn't tell the mom.
He didn't know about it until he went upstairs.
Oh.
The cult are the ones that brought the body up there.
Okay.
Which a lot of
he knew about like the grave being disturbed, but didn't tell.
He didn't want to like upset her.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people thought that the mom might have been sleepwalking or actually had multiple personalities, because that's what the mom had, according to the daughter, which wasn't true. The grandma was completely sane.
Yeah.
She was just like working with the cult, but a lot of people thought that the daughter, the mom, had dug up the grandma and put the body up there, and she didn't remember doing it. But the director had come out and confirmed that it was the cult who did that.
Oh.
So that's why at the end you have the grandmother, the mother, and the daughter all beheaded, and they needed the son to use his body to inhabit.
Wow.
But they needed the daughter to basically bring the demon needed to come to the daughter at first and then be sacrificed and reincarnated directly into the brother.
Okay.
It's like this long drawn out thing. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. And that symbol's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it was above the grandmother's body. She had a necklace when she was being buried.
Yeah.
The mom had it as a necklace. The psychic friend had it.
Yeah.
Everywhere. That which is the symbol for the demon.
Okay.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, good. It was a good movie.
Yeah. I like it, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as great as the critics are saying it is.
I mean, for what it is, not using any jump scares, I still think it's very good.
It achieves its goal really well.
And like, the whole movie, none of it really prepares you for the end, unless you know, like...
Yeah, it's definitely a more than one-time watch if you want to just get it all in there. It made a lot of use of the shepherd's tone, if you know what that is. It's a musical oddity where it tricks your brain into thinking that this noise is getting louder and louder, or lower and lower.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's getting like in a constant lower, lower, higher, higher.
Yeah.
And your brain can't figure out what's going on, and it makes it super anxious. Yeah. And it makes a lot of use of this. It's in the movie all over the place.
The score does help out the movie like a lot.
It's like makes you super uneasy and you don't know what's going on. The actor who played the son, read.
Also in Jumanji.
He is in Jumanji.
Yeah.
He read the part where he was supposed to bang his head on the desk, and he asked the director if he could just go ahead and do it for real and like bloody his own nose. And he's like, I'm dedicated. And the director was like, no, we're fine. We're just going to get like a rubber desk. That way you can bang on it and it won't hurt you. And he's like, okay, fine. And then they shot the scene and he went and did it. And the director switched it out and put a real desk. And so that that real blood, everything.
Yeah.
Where he smacked his nose.
And when he like kind of jumps back. That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
That would be. Oh.
Ooh.
That would hurt.
It would hurt.
A lot. That scene is like.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like his face getting contorted and his arm and stuff.
Yeah, that part I was just like.
And then the ants and stuff with the head, and then the ants everywhere through the movie.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Which the scene with the ants with the sun, that's just her, like nightmare, like.
Yeah.
Then weren't they like covered in the paint thinner? Yeah.
Yeah. Which that part really happened in the past.
Yeah.
That's why he like didn't trust the mom at all. Yeah. So, I like this movie a lot.
Yeah.
What would you give this movie?
I would give this 8 peanut allergies out of 10.
Yeah. I'll give it a 7. 7 out of 10 beheadings.
Okay. Yeah.
So, make sure you leave a comment on what you thought of the movie if you've seen it.
Yeah.
Leave a like, share, subscribe.
Tell us your theory about this movie.
Yeah.
We want to hear them.
Tell us if you knew about all the backstory and stuff. And, if
I highly doubt you did, but if you did,
super intricate.
That's cool.
So we'll catch you next time.
Join us next time.